All right, this is the copyright disclaimer. The copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
You know, you've been accused of being a war criminal. If you went to go to several countries in Europe, you're going to get arrested. This is not just mad campus radicalism. This is a feeling around the world. You said it yourself to us just now. In public opinion around the world, Israel is doing very poorly. And it's doing very poorly because people see a country that is behaving in a way that is not compatible with being a liberal democracy. And therefore, I think you have a problem. I think that loss of public opinion, what struck me from your autobiography was how subtly and for how long you have understood this. You know that political power comes from public opinion, and you know that you need to win the battle of public opinion, and you're losing it. You've absolutely lost it in Europe, but much more worryingly for you, you're losing it in America. Israel is behaving in a way that we think is incompatible with the kind of liberal democracy that he claims.
Well, the liberal democracies, the ideas, the values that we cherish, exactly.
Prime Minister, it really isn't just extreme radicals. There are huge numbers of people who are concerned about Israel's behavior, frankly, including people like...
You're from Palestine? Sorry? It's difficult?
I don't think they're from Palestine.
You're not from Palestine? I thought because you had the tattoo that you were from Palestine. So you're from Palestine. You speak Arabic? Sorry? Oh, right, you're Israeli. Right. Right. Fake state of Israel.
It doesn't exist. Israel doesn't exist.
So did you join
Were you part of the IDF, IOF? Were you part of the IOF, IDF? Were you part of it? Did you kill innocent civilians? Did you kill innocent women and children? Did you murder them? I don't care. Did you kill innocent? Were you part of the IDF? Did you kill innocent civilians in Palestine? Did you? I don't care. You murderers. You're murderers.
You're monsters.
I didn't murder anyone.
Were you part of the IDF?
Well, everyone is part of the
Yeah, so then you're a murderer. You're a murderer.
Yeah, you can refuse to be in the IDF. You can refuse it.
I want to eat my
Horrible people.
Well, we want to save humanity. We don't want to
happen in Palestine.
Yeah. Shameful.
How can you eat vegan food, not supporting this murder of animals? No, you don't support the murder of animals. It does. I'm explaining myself to you. You don't support the murder of animals. I don't want you to talk. I'm stupid because I don't.
No, they need to shut up. Because they're murderers. They murder children. They're part of the occupation. They're part of Israel. They're part of the occupation. You need to see out. Shameful. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're monsters. You're savage. You're savages. You're monsters. You're monsters. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
You're making me distracted.
Do you know about Tom Hundell? Do you know about Tom Hundell? The British journalist, 23-year-old? You shot him in the head. You killed him. Do you know about Rachel Corrie? Do you know about Rachel Corrie? You know about you bulldozed Rachel Corrie and killed a young lady from America? You're a shameful nation. You're shameful.
Murderers. Oh, now they're going to cry. I didn't have my lunch in peace.
Oh dear, victim. Because we're just goyim, aren't we? We're just goyim. We're just worthless animals. Shameful. Viva Iran.
Boom, boom, Tel Aviv. This is what you get
for all your evil deeds. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, Tel Aviv. This is what you get for all your evil deeds. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Killing children is ridiculous. Killing children is ridiculous. Do you oppose genocide? Do you oppose it? Say you oppose it. Say you're against Netanyahu. Say you're against Netanyahu. What about Ben Gvir?
Okay, we got the opinion, okay? Now can you shut the fuck up?
No, don't you dare tell us to shut the fuck up. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You are ashamed. You are monsters. You're monsters. You're savages. You're monsters. Yeah. Shameful.
No.
Yeah, go, get lost.
Run away. Like the Palestinians run to try and live every day.
Well, now the Israelis are getting bombed.
I hope Israel falls.
Everywhere you go, you are going to be hated. Everywhere you go, you are hated. Nobody likes you. Nobody. Go on, go away.
Kick them out of all the countries.
Go.
Kick them out of all the countries.
110 countries you've been thrown out. 110 countries. Yeah, we feel good. Yeah.
You feel amazing?
For killing children?
Civilians?
Shameful.
Do you feel good?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying mine as well. Unfortunately, you guys
Shameful.
are everywhere.
Absolute disgrace. You're a disgrace.
Murderer.
Go on, look at them. Look at the rats running away. Go on.
Story.
Go on, rats.
Murderers.
Savages, monsters.
Genocidal.
This is the book of Job, chapter 27, verses 20 through 23. Verse 20, and it reads, Terrors take hold on him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night. Verse 21, the east wind carrieth him away, and he departeth, and as a storm hurleth him out of his place. Verse 22, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall cast upon him, and not spare. He would fain flee out of his hand. Verse 23, men shall clap their hands at him, and shall hiss him out of his place. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahak HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and my fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Ayashar Barzal from the Indianapolis branch of the Great Millstone, coming back at you with another lesson that is edifying to the elect body of the nation of Israel. And, man, nothing more satisfying than seeing those two clips. Finally, that pomp and proud look on Amalek, is starting to fade away. They know what's about to happen. Okay? Time is running short. All right? For them. I mean, I swear, I got so much joy out of both of those. The look on Net Not a Jew's face when that lady, in both cases, the people did not let them slide. Tired of your bullshit. The earth has had enough, and we know the Lord has. He told us, he would be at war with Amalek from generation to generation. All right. Numbers 24 and 20, roughly paraphrasing, his latter end, he's going to be blotted out forever from under heaven. All right. That time is near. All right. But it's just, just wonderful to see that, the other nations, are finally starting to sound off on the things that, have been preached, from the apostles on down, ever since, the internet really took hold in 2007 with GMS. All right. This is wonderful to see, Amalek to start to crumble. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Because once people realize what is really happening, they have lands over here in America. They're not going to let them sit still. They're going to run them out. Just like that lady said, they will run out of over 100 countries. They're going to run them out. You just had the governor here pass some thing, Iron Nation or something like that. They're going to start settling in northern Indiana, with foreign technology. This place is compromised 100%. All right. 100% compromised. Every state is compromised. It's the people that's not going to take it, though. All right. But yeah, that that was wonderful to see. And, like Deuteronomy 30:7 says, hey, those curses are starting to lift off of Jake and go on to our enemies, especially Esau, Edom. You know, at a point in time, we were despised. We were despised by all the nations. And now it's their turn. But this is it. It's going to be forever with them because people see what is going on. Still having a hard time believing we're the Israelites, but that's okay. We don't care about that as long as we keep pushing and keep working. Like scriptures say, what if some do not believe? Does that make the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of none effect? Yahweh forbid. We don't care. Their incredulity does not trouble us. All right. Because the Lord said, hey, strive for the truth for death, and He is going to fight for us. Okay, that's Sirach 4:28. All right. Yep. Let me just make sure that look that up on my other screen. I'll be getting it mixed up. Ecclesiasticus. 4 and 28. Yeah, that's it. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. So that's all we have to worry about. But it is a joy it was a joy to see the looks on their faces, And that Nodiju looks so damn defeated, which he is. Not all the way yet, but he is. All right. And those two small hats, pretty much got run up out of that place. That's what that scripture said. Men shall clap their hands at him, and he shall hiss him out of his place. You ain't gonna start crying after all the damn dirt you done did. You ain't gonna say you're not in the IDF. And I do believe you have to serve in their military for 2 years in order to obtain citizenship. Let me look that up. Find that on the for citizens. I'll just ask. Yep. See? Yep. So she was lying. All right. Get out of here. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, and what's that? Net Nodiju. I think it's like 5 countries that said if he come there, that he's going to be arrested on sight. Just wonderful, 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 wonderful. All right. Arrested on sight if he comes to those countries. All right. This is Isaiah 48 and 22. Very simple. There is no peace, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, unto the wicked. And like I said, as time goes by, and this MOTB and World War II get underway, that's going to increase heavily, hey, Esau is ready to get at him. You got the rabbis calling the rest of his nation Edom when he's Edom himself. Saying that they're not the same. And people could see that. You're the same people, just all wicked. All right? And they said there's going to be no peace. And we know the Lord's word does not return unto him vain. void. No peace to these people. And it's wonderful to see. But, Jake, you just got to keep plowing forward. All right? Those of us in the truth, because it's going to get rough out here, Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, she said it was kicked out of 100 plus companies. And that's just one of those things, like the secular things that prove the scriptures and, prove that, Esau, goes all the way back to Cain. All right. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4 and 14. And this whole chapter gives a bunch of clues about Esau, Edom, going back to Cain. All right. Genesis chapter 4, verse 14. And it reads, Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Yeah, it shall come to pass. That's a future prophecy. People sick of y'all shit. I know we are. Now it's come out, what you've been doing to us all these years. You're the one orchestrating the legislation to keep Jake oppressed always. Okay. That's stemming from, training the police, either United States police go over to the state of Israel, or the state of Israel comes over here and trains them on how to deal with Jake. And we know that because that slave patrol badge, the current police badge, especially one of a sheriff, is that star, that 6-point star that you all have. Same thing, same shape. Hidden in plain sight. So yeah, it's about to get rough for you all. And we're just sitting back watching, but it ain't gonna be no more rougher than when we get those new bodies. What's gonna happen to you on this side won't be nothing compared to when that we get our salvation. That payback is gonna be epic. All right. You think this is some epic fury? No. No. Wait till the Israelites, have those new bodies and immortality, and you go into slavery. That's right. All right. So yeah, this dude, chased out of 100 countries. Going everywhere, plundering folks, taking their shit. Taking their heritage, killing them. That has to be paid for. No other way around it. That has to be paid for. All right? And then when it's all said and done, you're out of here forever. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verses 4 through 9. Verse 4, and it reads, Knowest thou not of this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment? Yeah, you are a hypocrite. When you look into that word, it means an actor. That's what you're doing. You cosplaying the Israelites and doing a horrible fucking job at it. All right? None of this stuff matches up. Where are the rest of the tribes in the land? Why don't you have all of the land from the great river of Egypt all the way over to the Euphrates? Why the fuck do you use a 9 candlestick menorah when it's 7? Instead of everybody supposed to be learning from you, they hate you. We can see that. Like the woman said, You know, it's not just some random folks. These are the people that despise you. They saw what you're doing and what you've done. All right, like it says, it's almost, it was but for a moment. It's coming to a close, and it's crashing real fast. The more wickedness you try to do and try to usher it in, you know, that NWO, yeah, the faster your demise comes as well. But you're gonna do it because you don't fear the Most High. All right. It says, verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? All right. Verse 8 says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. All right, that's when, you know, hey, after that slavery that Edom was going to do, with Amalek at the top, the chief nation. All right, he's the first of the nations, according to Numbers 24 and 20. Hey, the head nation, you know, and like the saying goes, wherever the head goes, the body follows. Yeah, you're going to be done. And these two videos are just, you know, a small taste of how it's going to go for you, you know, until the kingdom comes. All right, you're done. Like I said, I got so much enjoyment out of watching their faces, that fear come upon them, because they know what's going to happen. All right. But it's going to happen. You know, World War III is on its way. You know, we know there was not going to be a ceasefire. No. There's no turning back now. All right. I'll close out with this. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25. One of my favorite passages. Begin at verse 17. It says, remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And here again, another clue who this devil is. He enjoys preying on those who cannot defend themselves, women and children, old people. He enjoys that shit. But it's all about to come back on him now. All right? Because first of all, he messed with us. You know, we've proven time and time again, you know, they were the owners of the ships of the transatlantic slave trade. They financed it, all right, and they own the insurance companies, all right. And the number one target has been Jake. You know, he had that woman on U.S. soil. She said that shit on U.S. soil. Judith Varney Shore. The number one problem for the state of Israel is the black youth of America. You know, you have to really question that. The people she's accusing to be the number one problem, number one, are not unified. They have no military, and we all are way over here. So how are they the number one problem? But that's okay. You know, do what you got to do. All right. Verse 19. Therefore it shall be, when Yahweh thy power have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. And the key here, stop trying to find a place here in the United States, Jake. This place is gone. and to be no more ever again. The only time we will have rest is when we're in our home, back in our homeland. All right? Point blank, period. No other scripture is going to tell you otherwise. When we're back home in the land that was promised from Abraham to Isaac and to Jacob, that's when we'll be at peace. All right? Verse 19 again. Therefore it shall be, when Yahweh thy power have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, in the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. All right? So a lot of you jakes trying to remember that psyop that they said they went through around World War II. You know, he told us don't forget what they did to us. Well, a lot of you jakes don't want to don't want to heed that, but that's okay. As long as you're still on his side, you're gonna perish right with him. All right, and that's a fact. I said this was gonna be it. I'm gonna call it here. This is Sirach, chapter 13 and 1. It says, he that touches pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. And pitch is tar. And if you get that stuff on you, it's hard to get off. And if you get it off, it's going to take some skin with it and mess you up. Saying the same thing. So, you know, if you fellowship with supporting Amalek and all this stuff, the same fate, you know, that he gets, you're going to see too. All right? What it say? Though joined hand in hand, the wicked should not go unpunished. That's what it is. All right, so with that, I hope this lesson was edifying to the elect body of the nation of Israel. Once again, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching me this 100% truth. Salutations to them and my fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like it to the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners and your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, I say Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, Abba Babal. We got next. Shalom.